stuff. Do it with what? Your two kuru eye. Shine your eye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a couple of notes on my phone here which I'm going to be looking at, okay, while I'm making this video. All right, so if this is your first time of joining me on this channel, my name is Ivy Brown K and this is Ivy Living. Right, so we've come to realize that a lot of people come to the UK and it's like, okay, I've come into the UK with this job and then I have 5 years before I can get my leave to remain, or I'm schooling, and then after schooling, I have so maybe 7 years, and then a lot of people, before they know it, time has passed and they've not really achieved a lot of things that they ought to have achieved or they would have achieved if they were back home in their home countries. Okay, first off, bravo, because if you come into the UK, then that means where you were not comfortable where you were and you wanted to do something more with your life, and so you decided to seek greener pastures, because that's ultimately what it is. Good job on doing that. Now the question is, how far after coming to the UK, you've come here, it was exciting, the first few months everything is good, lovely, then you need to settle in. Okay, after settling, what's next? Like, what's the game plan? All right, so I have some tips to help you if you've just come in, or if you've been here for a while, you feel like, oh, there are a lot of things I ought to have done which I've not done. Well, let's just have a guideline as to things I feel like you need to do to be able to improve yourself while you're moving towards getting indefinite leave to remain, or whatever it is you want to achieve, or if it's moving to another country or whatever it is. Okay, so the very I have 10 things, and number 10 is to register to vote. Okay, guys, registering to vote, especially because, like, I'm Nigerian and a lot of people watching my videos are also Nigerian. We are Commonwealth countries. Okay, so that means we also have the ability to vote in the UK. All right, you need to register to vote when you come in. Your very first address you get when you come into the UK, one of the first things you need to do is register to vote. Now, this registering to vote is not like, oh, you must vote. It's good, you can vote if you want to vote, but it's because you want to have that history for address. Okay, you need to have an address history because you need it down the line when it comes to registering for a lot of other things, or even when it comes to buying a house, they want to know your address history. So if you've been in the UK for like 5 years and you've not registered to vote anywhere, it will be like, are you sure? So yeah, registration to vote is very, very important. That's why that is our number 10. Right, guys, so number 1 is a very, very important one, and that number 1, I kept it for last because I want you to watch this video to the end to hear what that number 1 is, because that is like the main thing. Okay, right, so the next thing is registering for a provincial license. If you know you drove back home, then you need to get on the ball, register for a provincial license as soon as you land in the UK. A lot of people, because they don't have cars, or be like, oh, okay, it's not really necessary because bus services are very good and everything. Guys, believe me, if you know that you eventually want to have a car, especially if you have a family, because, like, for us, a car is not a luxury. Like, we need a car to survive. Okay, when you have children, you know how important it is, right? You need to get your provincial license. Okay, hopefully you've come in with your driver's license from your home country, which will allow you to drive for 1 year. You need to register provincial license, because the time it takes, you feel like, oh, just a driver license, I can get it. It's not as easy as that. Okay, so you need to register for that provincial license, and if you have the money, buy a car, good, because it makes it easier for you to pass your driving test when you're used to the roads, when you're conversant with the roads. Okay, a lot of times you've just been like, oh, just there, when it's time to get your driving license, your actual driving license, you're not used to the roads and you see yourself failing the test and wondering, oh, what's happening? I drive well, and it's because you're not used to it. Okay, if you give yourself like 9 months, 10 months of driving with your international license, when it's time for you to have your test, the difference is always very clear, guys. So if you know that you would like to drive, or you already drive where you're coming from, please register for your provisional license. Don't sit on that, okay? Don't sit on that. Right, so number 8 is find a community. Finding a community is very important in this country. Well, because you find yourself that when you come into this country, you're strange. You're a stranger. This is not your land, okay? A lot of people will just be like, oh, it's very lonely and all that. Guys, it can be lonely, but you can find a community to make it less lonely, okay? If you're a Muslim or you're Christian, find like-minded people, go to church, whatever. If you're the type of person that you need friends, try to make friends, okay? Look out for people around your neighborhood, your community, people that come from the same place you come from. Make friends, create a community. There are communities online. Build communities, okay? It will help your mental health, because it's not just to like walk. After walking, you need to have a weekend where you're like, there's just gonna shalaye, just because it's really, really good for your mental health. Make friends, make a community, and the community, these are people that will tell you what's happening. These are people that will tell you, oh, this is what you need to do. These are people that will tell you, oh, these are opportunities happening here and there. So it is very, very important that you join a community. If you don't have a community to join, create a community. It is very important, because man is a social animal, okay? You can't be on your own. You just can't be like, oh, lonely life, go to work, come back, stay at home, and all that. You need friends. You need like-minded people so that you can have someone to talk to and confide in. It makes life so easier, okay? Right, so the next point, this point is very important. Get financial literacy. Get financial literacy. Okay, so people come here, you work, you don't understand your payslip. You don't know, oh, what does this mean? You need to ask questions. Oh, superannuation, what does this mean? What does this on my payslip mean? What is this that is being deducted? You need to understand where your money is going. You need to understand your payslip. You need to understand pensions. You need to know. First off, when you come to this country, it's very important that you sort out your finances, because you're coming to this country. Maybe if you're very, very lucky in your 20s, good for you. Some people are coming in their 30s. Some people are coming in their 40s. Okay, this means that you've lost a lot of time that you would have been working to get a pension. Okay, you'll be able to live on when you're older. But it's not too late. You need to get financial literacy, know what you need to do, how to make the most out of your paycheck, and things that are open to you, okay? So when you work, don't just see the money in your account. Go to your payslip, go and check what's the hours. Oh, okay, over the rate you're getting, are you actually getting it? Because it's up to you. If there's a mistake on your payslip, it's nobody's fault. That's why they send you the payslip. You need to go and make sure that, oh, this is not right, okay? I have situations where I've checked my payslip, like, I wasn't paid for this, and then, oh, that's true. Most of the time, especially if like you're working for an organization where the payslip department is not where you are, it's somewhere else in another city that's making that payslip. Mistakes can happen, okay? So look at it, make sure that you're getting the money that you've actually worked and you've earned it. All right, find out financial literacy. There are lots of financial literacy YouTubers on. I love the Humble Penny. They are very, very good. Go and look at them. Go and listen to them. Watch their videos. You really, really gain a lot. This other guy, I've forgotten his name, guys. I'm going to put his name down here. I also watch him. He's a Nigerian. His name is Kola or something like that. I'll put it here, okay? Go and check his channel. They always talk. If you're like, oh, they've done the budget, what is it? Oh, what's the base rate? Things like that. Be interested in all those sort of things, okay? Because we are all playing catch up. We are playing catch up to make sure that we get a good pension pot. We are playing catch up. So you need to make sure that you're financially literate, because all the information you need is there, but you have to go out and be financially literate. Okay, guys? Right, so the next one ties with financial literacy. I'm going to make a whole video about financial aspect of it, because like I'm very interested in that. That's what like one of the things, like, because I like making money. I like my money working for me. Guys, we work smart, not hard. Okay, although right now we're working very hard too, but right. So get an ISA. So if you'd like to buy a house in future, if you know like, okay, you're going to actually stay in the UK, not if you feel like, oh, you're going to leave the UK in how many years time, okay, then don't get a ISA. But if you know that you like to retire here, you'd like to buy a house here, then you need to get a lifetime ISA. It's very important. Even if you open the ISA and you put nothing, just put £1 in that ISA just to activate it. Because when the time comes and you need to use it, it has to have been open for 1 year. All right. Ideally, I would say put that 4K as you come in the first year. If you can't put 4K, put 1K, put whatever, and get the 25% that the government gives to you. If eventually as the year goes by and you've put added money, it really makes it really makes a difference. Okay, so if you end up getting 2 years where the government has given you 2 grand, that's free money. That's free money. Okay, that will go towards buying your first house. So open a ISA or open a cash ISA or whatever, because ISA would help you make profit, and you're not paying interest on your profit. Okay, you're not paying tax rather on your interests. Okay, let me not be saying what I don't know. You're not paying tax on your interest when you have an ISA. Okay, so if you're saving money, save it in an ISA. All right, save it in an ISA. Much on that, much later. All right, so this other point is start saving, guys. Start saving for your rainy days. Start saving for your pension. All right, especially because your children don't have any grandmother here that has £100,000 in their account. They don't have any grandmother that's going to give them inheritance. Okay, so you need to work doubly hard, especially because you're a first generation, like you're the first immigrant. Like they enter for your whole family and your lineage. So you need to work hard so that you can give your children the best. Okay, now when you're saving money, put money into your pension, because that's going to help you when you're older, and it also helps you pay less tax anyways. So yeah, put money into your pension, save money for your children. You're not paying school fees right now, you can afford to put in a little money for them into like a junior ISA or something yearly, because if you were back home in Nigeria, for instance, you'd have been paying school fees, you'd have been doing all those sort of things. And then eventually when your children, like maybe you're now you have indefinite leave to remain, and you can now get public funds, and then they start paying you like child benefits if you still you fall under the salary range that can receive child benefits. Then you need to save that money. Okay, simply because when they grow up and then they need to go to school and all that, it'd be nice if they don't have to depend on getting loans and tax loans from student dues. It's a lot. So yeah, just start saving for yourself and start saving for your children, just because you just cut down certain things and it goes a long way. It really does. Even if eventually you're like going back home to Nigeria, it will still a lot of money, because it will be a lot of money. Okay, so yeah, start saving. You need to save for the rainy days. Right, so this next one is really important. You need to start gaining confidence in your surroundings. You be JJC today, could be JJC tomorrow. Do you understand me? So when people see you on the streets, you shouldn't be like aimless, because your eye no reach ground. You need to put your eyes onto the ground, know your surroundings. You need to gain that confidence. Okay, gain confidence in whatever it is you're doing, because yes, people will try to take advantage of you if they see like your JJC, if they feel like, oh, you don't know what you're doing and things like that. Even in the workplace, okay, you need to get confidence in what you're doing. If you're a nurse, whatever it is you're doing, you went to school for it. All right, don't let people talk down at you just because you're immigrants and they're like, oh yes ma, whatever, and then you're taking blame for things you didn't do and stuff like that. No, it's not good for your mental health. It's also not good for us, okay? Because when they meet people like me that will not do that, you'll be like, I'm absurd, like, oh, I'm not normal. Because there are a lot of black people, especially, that go around and then, oh, doing eye service, or whatever you want, and no, It's really, really distasteful. You need to try to gain confidence in your surrounding, gain confidence in your occupation, gain confidence in your career. All right. When you're talking, speak loud. Let them hear you. Let them know that you know what you are saying. Okay. Don't be shy. Don't be timid. You wait for Nigeria now. You be happening person. You just come to the UK and it's like suddenly you're a timid. Nah, guys. You don't do like that. Okay. So you need to gain confidence. You need to find. That's why information is very, very important. So that anyway, best way ask question, need the loss. So gain confidence in your surroundings. Gain confidence when you're doing stuff. Do it with what? Your two kuru eye. Shine your eye. Okay? Right. So this next one is look out for opportunities around you. Okay, especially if you're not tied to a COS. You're not tied to a COS, look out for opportunities. Don't get stuck with one particular employer. If you feel like, oh, this job is just an entryway, fine, let it be an entryway. Don't stay there for 4 years. And then you're like complaining, oh, you don't like the job. Well, guys, you're not a tree. Move. Right? Look out for opportunities. Look out for career advancements. If there are things you need to do, to make sure that you're climbing up the ladder, or if you need to switch, then switch. You don't have to be like stuck, like, oh, this is a job. The job is not going to, except if you have a COS. If you have a COS, then that's fine. You have to give them those years, and then after once time reach, you move. But if you're not tied to a COS, then you're not a tree. Look out for ways to advance yourself and move. Okay, if you feel like, oh, there's a thing that you need to do, oh, there's this pathway, ask questions in the workplace. A lot of employers will not tell you opportunities. You should they'll know that there's this opportunity, I need to do this, I want to register for this course, I want to do this program, and then once you've told them that, they will not deny you that. But when you've not asked, they will not tell you. Do you understand? So yeah, you need to look for a way to advance yourself. Be always looking for a way to upskill. It is very, very important. Okay. Right, so this next one, guys, is important. Actually, everything I've been saying is important. But this one, you need to make sure that you're making good use of the NHS. I'm guilty of this also. I'm very guilty of it. You've paid for it. You are paying for it every single month with your taxes and everything. If you feel ill, you need to go to the GP. You need to follow up, because they'll probably say, oh, they'll delay you, they'll dilly-dally. But if you feel like there's something wrong, then you need to take it up. Okay, you need to really take it up, because your health is really, really important. Now, who they healthy, now you go walk. Now, who they healthy, now in their life. Do you understand? Because we don't want you to fall down and die. We don't want that. If you feel like you need to see the doctor, if it's mental health problems, then they for you. You need to use the NHS. If you need to go to the doctor, you need to go to the doctor. Your people at work, tell them, oh, you have a GP appointment. Go and see the GP. If you need to take drugs, well, in Scotland especially, drugs are even free. Go take your drugs. Take care of yourself. Try and take care of your health, because a lot of times you're like, oh, just normal, oh, they manage them. You can manage them before you don't mismanage them. Okay, so make sure that your health is paramount. Make sure that you don't joke with your health. Okay, that includes food. Guys, chop. Eat healthy. Eat well. You want with the hungry, you chop them. When you walk. Some days sit down, cook, chop. You tell yourself, say, I deserve it, because you deserve it. So take care of yourself. Take care of your health. It is really, really important. Right. So number one, guys, is invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. What's your plan? What plan did you have before coming to this UK? Did you want to be a professor? Work at it. Did you feel like, oh, I'm a business person, that's who I am? Start a business. Okay? Invest in yourself, because in the end, that life is just yours. It's yours. Okay? So you need to do what will make you feel better with your life, what will make you happier. Invest in yourself. I can't say it enough, because a lot of times, and well, you're watching this video, this is an investment in yourself, because you're seeking knowledge. Okay? You need to seek knowledge. Everything you want here is online. Anything. It's not like, oh, you'll be like, oh, I'm not sure it's real or not. Go and find out. Go see gov.uk. If there's opportunity, oh, you go there gov.uk. Find out, oh, I want to start a company. What do I do? Gov.uk will tell you. Okay. Oh, I want to be importing stuff. What do I do? Go to gov.uk. It will tell you. All right. Invest in yourself. Invest in your family. Invest in your family life. Because in the end, we came to the UK to thrive. We came to the UK not to survive, but to thrive. So thriving means in all ramifications, we are good. Okay, so you need to invest in yourself, whatever it is that you feel like, oh, that's what my life's work is. I want to write. Start writing. Don't wait. Don't wait until you get a citizenship. No, start today. All right. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Click the like button, guys. I'll not be saying this. Please click the like button. Subscribe to my channel. This is Ivy Living. Ciao.